I say that honestly and genuinely, that the President Bush should have also made sure that nothing was spent until he paid for it, and he didn't do that. Yes, sir.
How does the sponsorship stand with fair tax?
Okay. I'm an original co-sponsor, and I'm an original co-sponsor of the fair tax, and when John Linda dropped it, every year he was in Congress, I was a co-sponsor. I think it's up to about 60, Jack, is that it? I don't know. There's not a lot of support in Congress for it, but I have supported it. Do all of you know what the fair tax is?
Please, if you can explain on the issue.
Yeah. A fair tax is basically what we have in Florida as a consumption tax. We don't have an income tax in Florida. We just tax you at 6 or 7% depending upon what community you're in. And that covers the taxes that pay for our budget. $71 billion budget we have in Florida, and that helps pay for it, including ad valorem tax and things like that. The fair tax would do the same thing on the national level. There would be no more income tax, no more IRS. It would all be a consumption tax. We would take the sales tax and we would add on to that. It could be added another 10 or 15%. And that would be added on to new purchase items, not used purchase items. And it would also do away a lot of the corporate tax. And this is a way to say, if you buy something, you're going to pay a tax. If you don't buy something, you don't pay a tax. So it's your choice. You don't pay anything to the IRS. Now, alternative to that, which I saw that some of the presidential candidates support, is the flat tax. A flat tax is just 15 to 17% like Hong Kong tax across the board. Everybody just fill out a card, you take your gross income, and it's 17% of that income. But that means you lose your mortgage tax deductions, you lose charities, you lose lots of itemized deductions that we're all getting now on the flat tax. So it's a controversial between a fair tax and a flat tax. So, but I think everybody agrees that the tax system in this country is not fair. And a lot of large corporations, particularly General Electric, are not paying any taxes because they're getting particular statements in the tax code that benefits them. They don't pay it. We as a middle class, all of us don't, we're paying our fair share. Who else? Yes, ma'am.
The FCC has just addressed the issue with some of the calls coming into our home, and in my estimation, they have not gone far enough.
Okay.
I feel that if we pay for our service, we should have a say on what can come into our home. And we should not be inconvenienced with the robocall for anyone. And I'm thinking, if I make a call to your office and your line is busy, CenturyLink will come on and say for $1.25, they will redial for me. Now, if these people want to call my home, then maybe they ought to be paying us.
Yeah.
I
Well, the FCC is dealing with telecommunications. The Federal Trade Commission is the one to deal with that. They do not call bills.
Say that again?
The Federal Trade Commission is the one that has jurisdiction.
Right.
Your congressman is the one, with my bill, the do not call bill, that passed Congress that the president signed, and then I had an amendment because it expired, and it's still in existence. You just call the toll-free number that we can give you, and your name can be taken off. Unfortunately, it can't be taken off from political calls. For whatever reason, we still allow political calls. We get all the presidential candidates like I get, you get calls from them. But the bottom line is you're saying is if they're going to call, they should have to pay for it.
Because I'm paying for that service. If I have somebody knocking at my door all the time trying to sell me something, I can do something about it. Many communities don't allow this.
Yeah.
But I have no say so what's coming over my telephone.
I got you. Yes, sir. Go ahead.
By the way, I'm a Vietnam vet and a first Gulf War vet. So
Oh, wow.
Thank you.
we thank you. We hear a lot about the insolvency of Medicare, Social Security, Medicaid. Where's that going? And my second question is the president going to get his way on decimating our military and cutting our stockpile of nuclear weapons from 5,000 to 300? Is Congress going to let him do that?
Well, we got, to answer your question, Social Security and Medicare, Medicaid could be solved by, instead of the government instituting a program, let the states put in HMOs and develop their own program for their poor. And the dollars from Medicare would go to them, and they would have the, Governor Jeb Bush testified in the committee that I serve on, just this approach. It would save lots of money, and the states would be responsible for keeping the cost down. With Medicare, I think some of the presidential candidates, including Jim Ryan, who does the budget committee, has offered different solutions to try and do that. No one wants to tackle it because there's too many people on Medicare that would be impacted. But all the bills that I've seen do not impact seniors in this room. The only people under 55 who are getting Medicare. And you saw that Governor Romney came out with increasing the age for people that are living longer, their eligibility for Medicare. Social Security is another one that I think that we have to set up a lockbox so that all the money goes not to general revenue, but into a lockbox and protect it. And then secondly, I think we're going to have to find some way to give benefits, but we might have to extend the age at which you get Social Security. I think the age now for people in my generation is 66 and a half. So it's going to keep going up. My wife's 6 years younger, and she's going up a little further. But, I mean, she's in pretty good health, and so she's going to live to 85 or 90. And the average age used to be, let's say, in the 60s, 67, 68, and now it's in the 80s, and I think you can move it up. So there's ways to do that. There's a commission that came out with solutions. So to answer your question, we have the means and the thoughts and the intellectual capacity to solve the problem. We don't have the political will. And I think if I was a president of Canada, I would say, this is what I'm going to do for Social Security and Medicare. I'm going to be a one-term president and do it. Just vote for me, yes or no. If you don't like it, fine.
What about the military question?
Oh, the military question. You talked in terms of nuclear warheads and the cut in the military.
The Army by 100,000 troops.
Now, I voted against the increase in debt ceiling that set up a super committee that was in first week in August last year. I said it was unconstitutional to do that, and I said secondly, it won't work. And it turned out to be correct.
Sure.
And thirdly, I said it's only $2.5 trillion cut it. We need a $4 trillion. If you don't get it, Standard & Poor's will bring our rating down, which turned out to be true. But part of that bill that passed is sequestration. It's a long word that means they automatically cut across the board. As it turns out, they protect Medicare, but they cut the military proportionally more than the other program. So the military is going to take a big cut on the sequestration. So there's some bills that are trying to thwart that, but I don't think they'll have any chance to do that because the president can veto. But as far as the nuclear, I have to tell you, you said they were cutting it 5,000.
5,000 to 300.
I have not known about that. I'll have to get back to you because that I didn't know anything about.
It's out there.
Yes, out there. Russia, by the way, has 6,000 nuclear warheads. China now has 300.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
This is on the
I was
thing
being
on
called.
yourself. If you guys get it to Obama's desk, and he vetoed it, you can run it back through again, and there ain't no veto after that. So if you got the political will to do that, then it will happen.
Well, the problem is,
I can't agree with somebody that spends 15 to 17 years in the military, decided to make it a career, okay? And then him just say, oops, you're out, see ya. And they've not got anything on the outside waiting on them. They've not been, it ain't like they left the job and got sent over to Iraq to fight and then come back and get their job back again, which, by the way, they're not doing that either. The military is getting the shaft. And
what you're talking about is a downside the military and make it smaller, forcing people out.
Right, with 15, 17 years in already.
Yeah.
When they can retire at 20.
Is that your case?
No, it's not my case.
Okay.
I got out after 4 years because I knew that, well, I didn't have a future in it.
I got out after 4 too. I wouldn't put it that I didn't think I had a future, it's just I wanted to make more money. That's all. Okay, good, yes ma'am.
It's along the lines about the veterans return.
Boy, I'm getting my arm tired.
And the mental disability. Well, this county here is not equipped to handle these. I'm not talking about VA, I'm talking about the law enforcement court system, up to the state's attorney's office. They would like criminals, and I wanted to know what you can enact to see that they don't treat like criminals because their medicine might be messed up or.
It's a very serious problem because a lot of the veterans come out will not admit they have post-traumatic stress. And they go out and they some terrible times of temper and disruption, and I know it's post-traumatic stress syndrome from the EMG campaign. He didn't know it, I didn't know it until I got on the Veterans Committee and saw it. But your larger question is, we're not taking care of these people, and the Veterans Administration is not taking care of them, and they're out in our open society functioning dysfunctionally. And what are we gonna do about it? They end up performing crimes, and yet if we had some way to mediate and help them, they would be productive citizens, and what we need is the services to do. Yeah, so,
Basically, like the state's attorney's office.
Yeah.
If there's something of a civil thing, nothing big, or something civil, if the victim, for whatever reason, like doesn't want the person to go through mental health court, it's the victim's decision. I mean,
it's whose decision
the
to make.
victim's.
So you're saying if a victim has mental health problems,
You know, if the perpetrator, I'll give you an example. My son was writing letters to a girl, didn't want to get them. That's all he did. Well, when they told him to stop, he didn't understand. She stopped doing it. He kept doing it, so he broke the injunction.
Yeah.
No body contact, not even just laying on our doorstep. Now, he can go through mental court, which will really help him because they have a program. He has to call in every day. It's a very, very good program. It's better than what I've seen at the VA. And if the victim says no, she doesn't want him to.
she can say he can't go through the matter? Oh my gosh, I didn't know that.
And the state's attorney says, well, he's a criminal. I said, he's a criminal. His medicine is messed up. He started on a new program, he was working with it, but.
Can he still, is he a veteran? Can he still get it through the Veterans Administration?
No, he has to go to, they don't put him in jail, where he can, he's not long in jail.
Wow, this is terrible. Well, Shauna, I think I'd like to look in this, and I would like you and John to do a memo on this, not particularly the name so much, but to try and understand it. Let me go back, because it just seems illogical that a person needs care, and he has broken the injunction that that person should get the care, not because the other person said he doesn't need. That should be, there's something wrong with that. That woman who was a victim, supposedly, should not prevent care for the person who broke the law, because if we don't take care of that person, it's going to be continued.
Now, he's the
Compelled.
sole parent for a 14-year-old son.
Yeah. Well, let's have you do that. Okay, let's come over here. Yes, sir.
The redistricting in the state of Florida, are you still going to represent us right here?
Probably not. I have announced for District 3, which represents about 70% of my old district. The district that I have goes like from west of I-75 through all of Alachua, Bradford, up to Clay, and then it goes west over to Swanee. And it was a decision that I made because I have offices in Gainesville, and I have an office in Clay County, and I have an office in County. So I can still represent a portion of Marion County. Otherwise, I'd have to go down to Fernando County and go down to Spring Hill and that area. And I find in that district is only about 30% of my own. So I just made the decision. Now, this district could change. It could be thrown out. It could be whole new districts. We don't know. But at the moment, that's a decision I made. But I'll still be able to help people in Marion County. And I have a home here in